Have you ever felt like you are not good enough because you are not like everybody else? Have you ever had insecurity about your haircut, about the way you dress, or anything in that way? I'm sure we all felt this way sometime in our lives. I can speak from my personal experience. There was times where I felt this way and had a lot of various insecurities. You are watching Ruby Hockey. My name is Ruby, and today we're gonna talk about just being yourself, being how you are, and accepting yourself. I have graduated from university with a psychology degree, and I always was interested in how our brain works, how our mind functions, and how we think in and also behave in various situations. So why being yourself matters? In today's world we're living in, there's a constant social pressures, social media, as well as just standards we have to live by and follow everyone. We're constantly looking up in social media and comparing ourselves, how doing this person, or if that person is having this life, and constantly taking this in our perspective. But one thing you have to understand, that there is no person like yourself. We have to understand that there is many benefits in just being your authentic self. By being your complete and authentic self to people, you make stronger connections. People trust in you more. They are opening up about their problems and want to seek your advice as well when you are just being true self, because they can see that you lived through it, that you are not perfect, and that they can trust you with all their possible problems. True happiness comes from within, and it comes from just being yourself. Every time we talk about in public, or just opening up in conversation, we enjoy that because we don't put the masks on or various different disguises that we can show to people. We have to be our true self in different connections to people to be acceptable for them. There's many various quotes, but I like this one from Oscar Wilde. Be yourself because everybody else is already taken. I think that's a great quote, and everybody can apply it to themselves to develop their personality. There's many various barriers that we can talk about in becoming your true self. Complex behaviors that our schools, our parents, our possibly teachers give us from childhood, and we have to be on a certain level. We have to be touching those standards to become the person actually acceptable for society. One of the challenges I want to talk about is a fear of judgment. We all had the fear of judgment growing up, or doesn't matter what life stage you are. There's people judging, and there will be always people judging. But it really doesn't matter if they judge you or not. Everybody think about their own problems. Everybody think about their own ways they look. Everybody is so tied up on their own problems that they might judge you for a little bit, but they're not gonna judge you for even 2 days, for a year, for a long period of times. Another challenge in becoming your true self is a constant comparison to somebody else or others. We can all agree that at one point we were comparing each other, or thinking and comparing to celebrities in that way, but there is really no person the same as you are. People can change, people can become better in ways, but your true self will stay the same. And of course it needs development, like a development of a personality. But you need to accept everything about yourself. Stop comparing to the other people. Another challenge I want to talk about is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is basically when it shows you in life that you can achieve something, can do something productively, but you still believe that you don't deserve this or that achievement you got in your life. For example, you had a promotion at work and you are thinking to yourself that it's only a matter of time everybody find out how unproductive I am or how unqualified I am. You don't just believe that you deserve that position. You start thinking in a ways that you got lucky. For example, you think that you're lucky you got that promotion. I had a lot of imposter syndrome when I'm playing hockey and I was playing hockey. I would, score goals and then would think to myself that, wow, how did I even do this? This wasn't actually me. How did I even score this? Like, to me it was that somebody else was controlling my arms and controlling my legs to actually score a goal. I wasn't actually, believing in myself and being proud of myself how I achieved that assist or scored that goal. So we all at some point probably did that, and it's easily fixable. Stay in the video, I'm gonna show you and talk to you about how you guys can overcome this. Some of the tips and advice I want to talk to you about is focus on your strength. We all know and we all understand our strength. We all know what we're capable of in daily lives, and we need to develop those strengths. If, for example, we know that we're actually good in social setting and we can tell jokes, we can start to learn more jokes. We can look up more ways we can engage with people around us, our friends, public. If we know our strength, we can work in that direction and then make this strength really the face of you. Another advice would be just limit those comparison to others. You have to understand that there is no person like yourself. There is no truly similar personality or truly similar individual in the whole world. We have to analyze our character, our individuality, and stop thinking about our negative sides or minuses. We have to think only in a positive way, because nobody else will be the one who is thinking positively. And of course, really important advice is to surround yourself with the supportive people, the people who accept you for who you are and just love you for the way you are and how you are, authentic self. It is really important, because through those connections you can develop your personality, you can start being more open for people in conversations, in interactions, and that's what's gonna make you basically come out of your shell. We all have to celebrate the way we are and who we are, and there's many countless examples of people before us and personalities who developed out of nothing and became super successful people. Some of the stories are truly inspiring, and they prove that being your authentic self is a true superpower. One of those examples is Albert Einstein. We all know from stories that he struggled in school. He have been slower development kid, but with his curiosity, with his push and constant wanting in become smarter and knowledge, he pushed through all this. One of his sayings was that the person who is going with the crowd will go far, but the person who walks alone will go to the places that never seen before. Another one of those examples is Oprah Winfrey. She started as a news reporter, and then she was criticized for being too emotional, but instead of closing up and stopping her career, she made actually jump and develop her strength to completely revolutionize the industry and reach millions of people and connect with them. Those two examples and many other examples show that it's not about being perfect. It's not about being a certain way. It's not about pursuing somebody else or trying to be like somebody else. It's about developing what your unique characteristics are and just sticking with those and continue growing, and eventually somebody will notice you and everybody will understand how being yourself is authentically pleasing for other people. So in this week, I want you to do something that inspires you, something that you think will open up your true self. Do something that will open and be more embarrassing to you in a way. Try to just stick with your qualities and stick with your strength to challenge yourself in this upcoming week. Of course, it's gonna feel very uncomfortable. It's gonna feel not the way you always feel, but this coming out of comfort zone, that's what will make you a better self. That's what will make you more open, and that's what will make you more understanding. The most importantly, you will get more love for yourself, because that is the not only person, but we all need to love yourself first for other people to follow. Of course, let me know in the comment below some of your techniques and the ways you stay true self and develop those characteristics like I talked about. It is really important time to time to remind yourself and just read those inspirational ideas or quotes or affirmations, because time to time we need to remind ourselves how it is important to just be comfortable in our own skin. The world needs you, how you are and how you is, and nothing less. Be comfortable in your own shoes. This was Ruby Hockey. Press that like button, of course subscribe. I will see you in the next videos.